Welcome, beautiful yogis, to our Kundalini yoga practice today. Today we're going to be doing the Kriya for abdominal strengthening, and this is a great physical workout. It strengthens the core abdominal muscles, the low back. It's great for the third chakra, the manipura chakra, our fire, our ability to stand in our truth, our digestive fire. So we'll start by tuning in, just sitting with a tall spine and creating some heat in the palms. Focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows and bringing the hands into prayer pose at the heart center and taking in a deep cleansing breath here, holding the breath and releasing the breath and inhaling to begin the Adi mantra Om Namo Guru Dev Namo 3 times. I bow to the divine wisdom within. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev. Deeply here, holding the breath. And releasing the breath and relaxing the hands down. And we'll come sitting in rock pose on the heels for our first posture. We're going to interlock the fingers behind the neck. Elbows spread wide. So opening that heart center, focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows, and we'll begin a minute of breath of fire here, powerfully pumping the navel. Focusing at the brow point. So 30 more seconds, powerfully pumping the navel, just letting the navel move the breath. We're building prana, life force energy in the body. We're oxygenating the blood. We're stimulating our navel center. And inhaling deeply, holding the breath, squeezing Mulabandha root lock, squeezing rectum, sex organs, and navel, creating that hydraulic lock, squeezing the energy from the base of the spine to the top of the head. Hold the breath, squeeze root lock, and consolidate. And exhale, relaxing down, and we're going to come onto the tummy here for our next posture. So we're going to lay on the stomach. The chin is on the mat. Reach back, grab the ankles, and just pulling the heels toward the bottom. Just going to breathe naturally here for a minute. Just feeling that stretch in the quadriceps. Just focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows. Last 30 seconds here. And relaxing the legs down. And we're going to roll over here onto the tummy and get ready to come into stretch pose for this next posture. So for stretch pose, we're lifting the head off the mat, shoulders off the mat, pointing the fingers at the toes, and lifting the heels off the mat too, and coming into breath of fire here for a minute. So if you need to do one heel at a time, that's fine, or keep the heels on the mat. So this powerful strengthening posture for the core abdominal muscles for our manipura chakra. So pointing the fingers at the toes, lifting up, lifting the heels, and we'll begin breath of fire. So last 15 seconds here, powerfully pumping the navel. Inhale, hold the breath. Exhale, come onto the back. Just relaxing here briefly. And for this next posture, just for low back support, just placing the hands under the bottom. Going to lift the legs up, a feet off the mat. We're just going to begin a low bicycle here. So 1 minute, powerfully pedaling your bike, keeping the legs low to the mat. Keeping the eyelids closed down, keeping an internal focus throughout these exercises. Eyes focus at the spiritual eye between the eyebrows. So last 20 seconds here, just powerfully pedaling here. And relaxing the legs down. And the next posture, taking a couple of long, deep belly breaths here. And the next posture that we're going to come into is double leg lifts. So also for low back support, placing the hands under the bottom. And we're going to inhale, both legs up. So they're perpendicular to the mat, exhale down. So just moving with the breath here. Powerful breath, powerful movement, 1 minute. And if you need to do this with bent knees, that's fine too. Just listen to your body. But if you can, do the full posture. So last 15 seconds here. And just relaxing the legs down, removing the hands, just taking a couple of long, deep belly breaths here. And here we're going to come onto the tummy for our next posture. And just placing the palms under the shoulders. And we're going to push up, slowly pushing up, activating all those muscles on the back. And just focusing at the brow bone between the eyebrows here. We're going to bend the knees and point the fingers toward the toes. So just coming into natural breathing here and just holding this posture for a minute. Just trying to touch the toes toward the head. So last 20 seconds here. And slowly coming back to the mat and just taking a deep breath into the belly here and releasing the breath, and we'll roll over here onto the back for our next posture. And just roll up and down on the spine for a minute. Little back massage. Nice squeaky floorboards here. Ooh, this feels so good on my back. And then coming back upright. And this next posture we're going to come into, it's an extended locust pose. So we're coming onto the tummy. And we're going to come into breath of fire here for a minute. So we're extending the arms out in front, chin to the mat, and we're going to lift the chin, lift the chest, lift the arms off the mat, lift the legs off the mat. So we'll begin 1 minute of breath of fire. Thirty more seconds, powerfully pumping the navel, building all that prana life force energy in the body, strengthening our low back. Inhale. Exhale, relaxing the chin down to the mat, arms on the mat. Gonna bring the legs back, grab the ankles, and pressing the heels up to the sky, lifting the chest, coming into boat pose. We're gonna continue breath of fire for a minute here. So just panting like a dog through the nose, focusing at the brow point. Last 20 seconds, powerful breath of fire. And inhale, press the heels up a little bit higher, arching back a little bit more, holding the breath. And exhale. And just come resting briefly here on the tummy. Then we'll very slowly and gently come up into standing. And for this next posture, the feet are together. So we're extending the arms out. So we're just going to go back and forth. Inhaling left, exhaling right here for a minute. legs firmly rooted into the earth. And then coming back, relaxing the hands down, stepping the feet out about 2 feet apart. And I'm going to bring the hands up to the upper portion of the chest. I'm going to inhale, one arm back to a twist. Exhale, back forward. Inhale, the opposite arm back into a twist. Exhale, forward. So we'll be here for a minute. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Truth is my vibration. Truth is my identity. Just keeping your awareness at the spiritual eye between the eyebrows. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Truth is my vibration. Truth is my identity. And I'm just coming back to center. And bringing the feet so they're about a foot apart this time. And we're just going to inhale, stretch with a slight back bend, palms up towards the sky, bending back, exhaling, the palms forward toward or to the mat. So just moving with the breath here for a minute. Next time you come forward, just letting the arms and upper body hang here. Just turning the head side to side. Just releasing the neck and just pausing here. Just enjoying this nice stretch. And from here we'll come back to sitting, and we're going to come back into a previous exercise. So we're going to come back into the low bicycle. So for low back support, hands under the bottom, extending the legs out, and just begin riding that bike again, quickly pedaling. All of these exercises that we're doing today are strengthening our third chakra, our manipura chakra. This chakra is associated with the will of the spiritual warrior. This is our fire, our ability to get things done, our ability to stand in our truth, our ability to be authentic and show up. Also great for strengthening the nervous system, wonderful for digestion, the digestive fire. So about 20 more seconds here. And relaxing the legs down. Just taking a deep breath into the belly. And we'll get ready to come into our next posture. So hands under the bottom for low back support. We're coming into alternate leg lifts this time. We're inhaling the left leg up, exhaling down, inhaling the right leg up, exhaling down. So powerful breath here for a minute, just letting the breath fuel the movement. Inhaling set, exhaling on. And relaxing the legs down, taking a deep, full belly breath here, holding briefly. And release the breath. And bring the knees up to the chest and rocking side to side. On the back, we'll roll up and come into our next posture, which is Sat Kriya. So we'll come sitting on the heels. You can also do this in easy pose or on the back. And for Sat Kriya, it's a powerful Kriya to balance the chakra system, taking the energy at our navel point, distributed it out throughout the chakra system and our energetic system. So we're chanting Sat Nam. We're pulling the navel in on Sat, release the navel on Nam. So Sat Nam. And for this version of Sat Kriya, we're going to bring the hands into prayer pose. So it's harder to hold your arms up in prayer pose. So if that's not good for you, you can interlace the fingers with the index fingers up. So we're going to be here for 3 minutes. Stretching up to the sky, focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows, and we'll begin 3 minutes of Sat Kriya, pulling the navel in on Sat, truth, Nam, name or vibration or identity. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam 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 Sat, Nam. Inhaling deeply, stretching up to the sky. Holding the breath, squeezing Malabandha root lock again. Here, squeezing rectum, sex organs and navel, squeezing from the root to the crown. Holding the breath, squeeze, consolidate. And exhale, just relaxing the arms down. And we'll come into our final exercise for the Kundalini Yoga Kriya for abdominal strengthening. So this next exercise is boat pose. So we're going to come into boat pose with breath of fire. So pressing the legs up to 60 degrees, arms are parallel to the mat. If you need a little help, you need to put your hands around behind to help support your legs, that's fine. Just continue the breath of fire and keeping the abdominal muscles engaged. So we'll begin here, focusing at the brow point between the eyebrows. So last 15 seconds here. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll come resting briefly for a mini shavasana on the mat. It's total relaxation. Taking a couple long, deep breaths into the belly. And wiggling the fingers and the toes. And rotating the wrists and the ankles. And rubbing the palms together and the soles of the feet together. And stretching the arms up overhead and just coming into a little cat stretch side to side. And then we'll roll up and close with one long Sat Nam. Hope you enjoyed this Kriya for abdominal strengthening. I love doing third chakra work. Feel more powerful, more grounded in my strength, more confident, more energy. So thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoy this set. And we'll close with one long Sat Nam. Truth is my vibration. Truth is my identity. Just bringing the hands in a prayer pose at the heart center. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Namaste.